So it's the start of day 8 and it's already like about 11:30. So a bit of a weird one actually. So I'm in Easington and found this little place to eat last night, which was great. So jacket potato and tuna mayo. No, the plant-based thing, sticking with that has been really tough. So that was literally the only place that was open, and that was the closest thing I could find to like plant-based with any kind of nutritional content at all in it. So that was tough, but really couldn't sleep when I got into the tent last night. Maybe that little power nap I had in the afternoon, but I did actually eventually wake up 8:15 this morning, and it was a really sound, good, solid sleep. So I've had a bit of a rethink today. I was going to go halfway to Hull, that was my plan, but I've decided to leave the tent and all the gear and walk out to Spurn Point with this little white sack on my back with just my coat in and a few bitties, and it feels so good. And I have drive booties, so yeah, nice leisurely walk today. Definitely need to do some recovery. Got a little cold swell coming on my lip, so I'm definitely run down. HRV and all my stats are actually showing the same as well, so my body's under quite a lot of stress. So chill out day today, and let's see what Spur Point looks like. Here we are on Easington Beach. There's a load of anglers down there fishing away. So Spur Point is right over there somewhere, so that's the idea. Walk right down there. Just wanted to catch a little bit of a video here because, again, looking at the map, there is kind of like no path saying the King Charles III. I just passed a sign saying there is, but I'm actually on the beach and I couldn't actually see any sort of path up there off the beach. So maybe they're going to make one, I don't know. But just nice to be walking on the beach in the boots, dry feet. Tend keeping these boots on, not getting sand between my toes because yeah, my feet have been uncomfortable enough. But yeah, just nice to be walking on the beach without that backpack as well. So yeah, have a top there. So just a quick share of something that quite special that happened this morning. So Audrey, a lovely lady, 88 years old, runs the camping and caravanning site in Easington, where I'm staying, and just wanted to give her the cash this morning for last night's stay. Decided I'm going to stop over another night, and asked her if I could hang 1 or 2 items up on her washing line because they just needed airing, because clearly I've had them on for a few days, and she graciously asked me if I wanted them washing. So I accepted that very kind offer because they clearly did need washing, and she'd I'll have them hang out for you and ready for you when you get back. Enjoy your walk. So absolutely lovely. So that's Audrey, who has the camping and caravan site over in Easington. Very tiny little place. She's going to pack it in at the end of this year. Being 88, she's had enough. So but yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to her, and hopefully I can tag the site or something in here, because that's really appreciative, because I was about to wash them with my bulldog shower gel. Here we are coming towards the end of Easington Beach, and I'll just show you this here. Looks like something out of the like the world has ended kind of film. But there's Easington Beach, and apparently that thing way in the background there, if you can see it, is a gas station. And apparently, so the lady, Audrey, at the campsite was saying that 75% of our gas comes from Denmark, and it gets powered into that station over there. Interesting fact. Walking along the beach here at Spurn Point, and I determined not to take my boots off because I don't want to get sand all on my feet. And I'm like, I feel the sand and the pebbles and stuff going down the side of my my sock and into my boot, and it's kind of like quite irritating. And then I come up with this genius idea. Roll your socks over the top of your boots. Sock gaiters. Getting close to the edge of Spur Point here, so I just want to capture this clearly there must have been a pier here at some point. But the amount of concrete, the size of the concrete here, is just smashed to pieces, like the power of the ocean. Just incredible, right? Just going to spin the camera around and let you have a look at these posts here, and how they've literally like just bent these massive bolts with spin. You see how huge these are? It's literally just been, wow, just like smashed to atoms. So, pretty incredible sight, really. There's another jetty down here. I think I'm going to have to put the phone away for a wee bit now because it's started to rain again. So let's see if I can actually get this now. So, there are 2 seals and the dog. Huge seals. Like, this is the third time I've brought the camera out to try and capture these seals. There we go, here he is. See him? Let me spin the lens around and see if I can zoom in on it. He's gone. Where's he gone? Bloody gone again. He's here, look. Oh, mate. Is he going to fall back up? He is. Hey, Bert. There's actually another one. Oh, he's gone as well. He's playing bloody hide and seek. He is. Hey, buddy, playing hide and seek with me. He's huge. Let's try to capture these seals on the beach. On the beach in the bloody sea, obviously. Every time I get the camera out, they disappear. There is one like way over here somewhere. I'll see if I can edit it and put an arrow on it. But there is so many seals here, keep popping their head up. They're just playing bloody hide and seek with me. He's there in the background. I'll see if I can put an arrow on it so you can find him, or we can just play, where is the seal? Well, one of the things I'd love to raise on this walk is about sustainability and the environment. Can you see him? There is a seal there. So we're walking just down Spurn Point now, and it's the first time that I've really noticed all the plastic that's on the beach. I'm just going to spin the camera around now so you can see. Seal as well. Can you see him? There he is. Finally, caught ya on film. Just taking a look, like making a documentary. You see all the plastic here? Wrappers, plastic cups. There's just so much tiny bits of plastic. It's such a shame. Just goes to show like how much crap in the ocean. Clearly something needs to be done about this. How can we replace these plastics? This like, so we've got that dude over there. This is his home. That's the dude's home, and we're just polluting it. pretty sure we wouldn't like it if the seals kind of invaded the land and started throwing all their crap and litter all over the place. So it'd be really great if we could work more on getting rid of single-use plastics especially, and recycling. So I've not long made a video just working on Spurn Point here about how much plastic is just being washed up on the shore here, and it's just so sad. And I basically made a joke in the fact that there's some seals behind me, and how would we feel if they kind of like invaded the land and started throwing all their crap all over the place. But stupid comment to make, really. Not that the seals will invade the land, but the fact that they live like such a simple life, right? They don't need all this crap. They don't make anything, produce anything that pollutes or as a detriment to the environment. Not that I'm aware of, anyway, at least. So, if you're watching this video, my question to you would be, take a look around you. What stuff do you actually own? What do you possess? What things do you consume on a regular basis that are impacting the environment, like plastics and so on and so forth? Could you minimize your life so the fact that whatever you're consuming or creating or using on a daily basis doesn't actually affect the environment, like make life really, really simple? Could you? Hello, mate. Okay. You're beautiful. Really? You gonna tell me a story? No. Can you make it back into the water? I think so, can't you? Some of your mates are over there. What's that though? Can you see them? Some of your mates are over there in the water. You are beautiful. Can you follow me into the water? Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't actually think there's anything wrong with him or she. I think he's just catching a bit of sun, I think. Seems okay, because we're just sleeping, so it doesn't look hurt in any way. So I'm going to give it a push because it's got some big teeth on it, but it looks really nice to see a seal like this, like so close up. See? I think he's just catching a little bit of sun. Ciao, man. Yeah, I'll see you later, bud. See you later. Ross, this little fella. So this guy's quite tiny, and I think he genuinely is stuck on the beach. So I'm going to attempt to just see if I can pull him in and put him back to see this lizard. He looks. Okay, mate. He looks. Yeah, he looks a little bit in distress. So I'm going to see if I can just rescue him. Hopefully, let's see if I can do this. Is that better? You okay, mate? I don't know what's wrong with you. So I've been waiting and watching, and the little guy has... Right. He's come back onto the beach, so I'm not really sure what he wants to do, so best leave him to it. Yeah. Try my best. Well, this is pretty cool. This is right on the edge of Spur Point, so some like concrete houses here. So I don't know if these are the old light guard houses. Just looking, even an old fireplace and everything in there. The old door, and then behind me here, I'm going to spin the lens around so you can see. There is kind of looks like a bunker of sorts. So let's just see what's in here, eh? If it's light enough, don't bang my nut as I'm walking down. Wow. I would imagine this used to be some sort of, I don't know, something from the war maybe to save the harbour. Not too sure, but yeah, pretty cool place, eh? So like right at the head of Spur Point now, as it says the signs. So this thing here in the background here is what it's telling me is the VTS tower, the Vessel Traffic Service Tower. So it's basically looking after all the boats that are coming into the harbour. It's like an air traffic control, that's what it says on the sign here. It says, but this space here was actually used in both World Wars as a parade ground for inspection. So there's a lot of history here. Well worth checking out, I think, Spur Point. It is quite a walk. I would definitely, if you're camping and you're doing this kind of trek like I'm doing, leave your big bag at the campsite in Eslington and just walk on the beach with just yourself, your phone and some water and a few bits and bobs. But it's well worth a look out here, but it's 12.5 kilometres I've just clocked just to the end of here. So still going to be a full day out for you. It's good though. So we're still at the end of Spurn Point, and there's this building at the end here, and it says like gun storage. So let's just take a look up here and see what there is. I'll spin the camera around. So I can just pull that back a wee bitty. Wow. Wow, that's what it must have looked like back in the day. Doesn't have a date on it. Kind of work out where we actually are. I think we're actually about here, maybe. It's pretty crazy though. It's gun storage point, and then Humber defences. Must be like a Humber defences Spurn Point quarters for 160 men. Wow. It's pretty incredible. Just like crazy in here. And there's a 9.2 inch gun. It does basically say that it's like a central bit. I think I took a picture of it where it shows the gun mounting. I've not actually walked up there to the top, so but yeah. Definitely worth coming a visit. It is a long walk, but it's definitely worth a visit. A lot of history here. Just walked up these steps here, heading for the gun turret. So this was that 9.2 inch gun, I think it said, mounted up the top of it. Wow. Pull lines back here. You actually make out the circular housing for it here. This was where it must have rotated. Really hard to see on the camera, but on the video. But wow, that's a freaking big circular mounting for this gun. It's absolutely huge. So Wow, that must have been the thing that kept these defences, the Humber defended. There's, let's say, there's a station there in the background again, and the lighthouse. So heading back towards the lighthouse now, heading back, and yeah, well worth a visit. I keep trying to walk back, and then I keep finding more things at this end of Spurn Point. So I'll just spin this round. There's military history of Spurn Point. So maybe you can pause and zoom in if you're watching this on video. 1805 was when it first started. Hey, it's showing here. It's pretty mental. Again, lighthouse in the background. Really, it's started to come down raining now, so I want to get back because it's like at least another 10k back to the campsite. I think I'm going to get drenched again. Still walking back from Spurn Point. I'll spin the camera around now. Somebody did tell me that the road had kind of disappeared, so now they have to use that 4x4 thing that I made a video of what came along the beach earlier. So this is what I'm going to have to walk along now, because it looks like this footpath has also disappeared. But let's just have a quick butchers. This is probably going to be another path to nowhere. Yeah, so basically the that would have been the road, and that also has gone into the sea. So now I'm going to have to walk along this muddy, it's not muddy but really sandy, kind of tough terrain, like really deep sand that really takes it out your legs. So super happy that I'm not carrying the rucksack today, and I wouldn't definitely not recommend walking all the way to Spurn Point with all your gear for the day. So looks like I'm going to have fun for the next mile or so. Just to follow on with that little video I said, we're going to have to walk along that deep sand there because the road's disappeared. Clearly that's where the road was, and the rest of it is down there. Just thought I'd capture this on camera. Walking back along the top on the main road gives you a lot better of understanding of like actually how far it goes out and how much it curves. So there's a lighthouse right over there back in the distance, and then curves, that's the Humber estuary, and then you can see the land as it curves back round towards the mainland. Seems to definitely be a day of nature today. So we had seals on the beach, and now we've got this big dude. Got anything to say? No? Nothing? Feel sorry for all those flies on your face. Oh, okay, doesn't want anything to do with me today. What a cute bull. Just come across the Unimog vehicle that they were using to ferry people up to Spurn Point, which is Spurn Point. They said Spurn Bank then. Let's just spin it this thing for you boys who like your toys. So pretty cool vehicle. Anyway, 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 people. We sit in the back of there. I've got some info up there as well about the actual Spurn Point itself, but can't see myself there. But it's a pretty old vehicle, but it's cool. Looks like it's seen some work, but that's got to be well worth it just to have a ride in that up to Spurn Point. Maybe if I come again, maybe I'll take a ride. This is yet another one where I've just followed the signs and according to the maps, etc. And you come to a place and it's just massively overgrown and you can't walk down it. So this isn't part of the King Charles path. It was just down that way, but it is marked as a path on the maps. But it just basically leads you to this bird watching hut. So now I've got to walk all the way back up there again. So this is, like I say, the biggest challenge I've met so far in the week that I've been walking. That a lot of the paths that are marked on maps, on various different maps, I've tried various different apps, different maps that are showing the paths, but when you actually start walking down it, you get so far, then it's just overgrown, it's just impassable. So it's making it quite a bit challenging mentally it's like, but what can you do? You got to keep going, right? Back in Easington now, and just having a look round this church here. So I'm going to spin the camera around. This church is like so nice, but it's from the 12th century, around 800 years old. Around 800 years old. That's just like absolutely crazy. So well kept. Pretty amazing, right?